When it comes to GTA Online, there are multiple different things any player could be buying in the game. But the number one thing you guys should all be buying are vehicles. Now in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the top 10 vehicles you guys should be purchasing if you're new to the game or if you've been playing the game for a really long time and have not bought these vehicles yet. Each vehicle in today's video will be able to give you good survivability as well as any ways to make you profit in the game. And without further ado, let's get right into today's video. Now starting off today's video, we have the Buffalo STX. Now this vehicle right here is one of the top tier vehicles in my personal opinion. It's an awesome looking vehicle, it's a very fast vehicle, and on top of that, it got a mining tech. That way, you got no missile lock on, you have bulletproof windows to an extent. We're going to go and show you the bulletproof windows in a quick second. And it has a machine gun mounted in the very front. So you guys can go ahead, laser anybody if they're driving around. If you want to just be toxic for no reason, you can go right ahead with this vehicle. You can just sit right there. You see like this little, you see this little AI? You see that AI right there? Look at him. Look at him running for his life. He's running for his life. What can he do? He can't do nothing. His car's on fire. What's he gonna do? He's gonna get out the car. Now he's burning. And now the car is destroyed. You see why this vehicle right here is a top tier vehicle? You can't get anything better than this in this economy. Now, on top of having a machine gun, it can also drop slick mines. Now look right there, that's a slick mine. You go over that one time, boom, you got slick. You don't got slick, but you got oil. You got oil coming out of the car. That right there can slow anybody down. If being chased by a griefer and they're like, I don't know, they're a night shark, they're a surgeon pickup, and they're just chasing after you, just drop a couple slick mines down and all of a sudden they can't even drive their own vehicle no more. You just incapacitated their wheels. Now right here I'm going to be using my assault rifle, and as you guys can see, these windows can take up to I believe 14 shots. As you guys can see, I'm taking about 14 shots back to back to back. All right, now hold up. Major pause. Why did I say I'm taking 14 shots back to back to back? Pause. Hey, yo. I'm sorry. I just have to apologize to you guys. But most importantly, I got to apologize to myself. And by the 14th shot, it is now completely broken. So if you guys are going ahead and you're griefing people or people trying to shoot at you, just know they only got 14 shots, or you only got 14 shots until they go ahead and destroy your window. Same thing with a pistol. If for some reason they were using a pistol because they think that they're like John Wick or something, just know John Wick only got 14 shots before he can actually kill you. So make sure to drive really fast and do not let them shoot you 14 times. Now the good thing about this vehicle is that it can take a couple of missiles. Now as you guys can see, I'm gonna shoot a quick missile, and just like that. Okay, what I meant to say was, if you guys go to the Neotiic and put on the armor plating for the vehicle, then it could take a couple of missiles. But if you guys do not have the armor plating like me, because I like it when it doesn't have armor on, then only one missile is going to destroy it. So, yeah. But overall, the Buffalo STX is a top tier vehicle. Now moving on to the next one. Up in the number 9 spot, we have the Hakachu Drag. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the Hakachu Drag is the fastest motorbike in the game. This is basically the Bat bike, Batman's main bike that he uses whenever he wants to for some reason. If he doesn't want to use the Batmobile, he uses the Bat bike. Now this vehicle right here, with how special work customization put on it, makes this thing go from 0 to 160, 180. It goes extremely fast. Right here I'm going to show you guys. Look at the speedometer. This vehicle as a whole is going up to at least 160 miles per hour. This is one of the fastest vehicles in the game. Now, as I said before, this bike does have the how special work, so you guys can go ahead and do the HSW time trials whenever they pop up every week. And since this vehicle is so fast, this is the #1 pick when it comes to doing these time trials every week and making that quick 250,000 weekly. Now right here, I'm just gonna show you guys me playing it real quick. It's only been 30 seconds. As you guys can, what did I just hit? Was there a dead body that I just hit? Why is there a random dead body on the ground randomly? Yo, now look, hear me out. Even though I hit the dead body, I still managed to complete this in 1 minute and 30 seconds. I didn't get the full award, but I just wanted to show you guys that me messing up that badly, I still made it kind of late, only by 8 seconds. But if I did that legit without any mess ups, I would have been through it immediately. Now I'm going to show you guys a quick playthrough of me getting it done in about less than 10 seconds before the actual time hits. With me just using the highway, I was able to beat it in 1 minute and 12 seconds. Just 9 seconds to spare. I could have went and got a quick drink and came back and I still would have got it done. This is why right here the Hakuchu drag is the #1 bike for the HSW time trials. This is how you guys can end up making that quick $250,000 every single week in GT Online. So if I were you, this might be one of the first purchases I would do. If I'm kind of broke, I would go ahead and get a Hakuchu drag, do these weekly time trials, make that quick $250,000 and keep going from there. Now up next we have the Night Shark on the #8 mark. The Night Shark is one, if not the best armored vehicle in the game. Now, honorable mention, the Kuruma, awesome vehicle, top tier. When it came out with the OG heist, I was so happy, I was ecstatic, I was jumping up and down, to be honest with you. But the Night Shark is just top tier, it's just better, it's faster, it looks cooler, it's bigger, you know what they say, the bigger the better, and it got machine guns at the front of it. You can't go anything wrong with that. Now, although from what I've seen, the machine gun on this vehicle is not as good as the Buffalo STX, because I'm pretty sure I managed to get the vehicle to be smoking by now. This machine gun is a little bit weaker, but it's still a machine gun. If you have a machine gun on your vehicle, then you're just Timothy, okay? So overall, it's an armored vehicle. It takes a couple of missiles. I'm about to show you guys right now. Like, look how many missiles this can take. 1 missile, 2 missiles, 3 missiles. Hold on. 4 missiles. Wait a minute. The cops are shooting at me. Let me shoot back. Wait. 5 missiles. 5 missiles. And this thing is down for the count. That's 5 chances to get the hell out of there. If you ask me, that's a lot of chances. People don't get second chances. You get 5 chances with this vehicle. So if I was you, I would get the Night Shark. Not gonna lie. Up next, we have the F-160 Raiju. Now, this thing right here is the fastest fighter jet in the game. If you guys have the laser, that used to be the fastest one. But guess what? Ever since the Raiju dropped, this has become the top tier best one. And it's not nerfed like the other ones. It already came pre-nerfed, which is even better. Now, just like the Hydra, this does have a veto option. So if you guys want to be a weirdo and use the veto option to hover over people or just hover up in the sky like you're an eagle or something, then sure, you know, you can do that. You can do that. But unlike the Hydra, this jet is 1,000 times more faster. As you guys can see, you see like all these buttons right here? You see like right there, you see how it says really fast? Like the speed? Yeah, you guys probably can't tell, but there's like a whole bunch of buttons and, you know, yeah. It's really fast though. It's a very fast jet. And the cool thing about it is that it has a radar off mode. Now, if you guys want to turn on this off the radar mode, you guys just have to press right on the D-pad if you're on console. If you guys are on PC, I don't know what to do on PC because I don't even know how to use my thumbs. I don't know how to use the rest of my fingers when it comes to playing video games. So you guys just have to figure that one out. But once you guys turn off that off the radar button right there, then guess what? Nobody in the entire lobby will know where you are unless they actually see you with their eyeballs. This is actually very perfect because if you want to be a weirdo and grease people, you can go off the radar, pop up last second so they don't even have any time to prepare, and you can just blow them up. It's a win-win in my opinion, not gonna lie. They should add this in GTA 6. But like I said, this jet right here is a perfect and awesome jet to use. For example, if you want to do setups for your heist, or maybe you just want to go ahead and, I don't know, do like random free mode event missions, stuff like that. Like right here, I'm going to set up a quick headhunter where you have to assassinate the targets just to show you guys how efficient this is when it comes to getting rid of certain targets or just people in general, you know. Now look right here, we got one of the targets, you know, picture this as just one of the griefers that just keeps bullying you. Boom, 2 missiles and he's down for the count. Don't get me wrong, he's going to respawn and be very mad at you, but guess what? He's going to respawn, you're going to go off the radar, and he won't know anywhere. He won't know where you are. You can be anywhere on the entire game, on the entire map, and he will not know where you are as long as you have off the radar, which is why this is so toxic. I don't know who in Rockstar thought that this was a good idea, but I guess they got to get a pay raise or something. I don't know, or maybe a pay deduction for their stupidity, but, you know, whatever, you know. Maybe they'll nerf it in GTA 6. But overall, this is a top tier jet. This helps you make some money. By doing this, you can get a couple $1,000s. You do headhunters for fun for some reason. Every single time you do a headhunter, that's $25,000 in your pocket. Do this like 20,000 times, you'll be a millionaire. But anyways, let's move on to the next vehicle for today. Up next, we have the Terabyte. Ever since the new Garment Factory update, the Terabyte has been one of the best service vehicles in the game. Not number one, but it is definitely one of the best service vehicles in the game, and I'm about to show you right now. Now, I haven't even upgraded my Terabyte, so I'm just going to show you. This is a perfect time to show you guys the before and after. So if you guys just have the main Terabyte, you guys never upgraded it with the Garment Factory, you guys will just have this screen right here. For example, if you guys want to do these quick missions to source for your bunker, your hangar, you know, stuff like that. If you want to go ahead and source cargo like that, you can go ahead and do that, because this is everything that's before you upgrade it. Once you upgrade it, it gets even better. So yeah, for example, if you guys want to go ahead and sit down right here, you guys can sit down right here. You guys will have a drone station. You guys can use this drone station to bully people. This drone has the ability to detonate, and it has the ability to tase people whenever you want. So for some reason, if you want to be a weirdo, you can take this drone. Oh yeah, and it has a boost. I forgot about that. If you guys want to go ahead and be a weirdo, you guys can use this drone right here. Go to anybody's random vehicle like this. You see this AI, you know, she's just minding her business. She probably got a whole family to feed, you know, like a family of 4 or something. The husband's waiting at home. It's Valentine's Day. And then boom. No more family. No more hurt. If you want to be a weirdo, you can start doing stuff like that. Now, the main thing that came with this is the overall oppressor upgrade station. This is what people actually bought the Terabyte for, so then they can upgrade their oppressor and, you know, get the missiles for the oppressor, get the liveries for the oppressor, you know, make sure it looks, you know, a little bit stylish, a little bit fashionable. You know what I'm saying? This is the whole reason why people even bought this Terabyte in the first place. If it did not upgrade the oppressor, I promise you, nobody would have bought it. As you guys can see, pre-upgrade, the Terabyte can take about 15 missiles. 15 regular missiles, not the homing missiles, because the homing missiles are much weaker. I'm pretty sure when it comes to the homing missiles, it can take about an extra 5, so about 20 shots. But yeah, as you guys can see right here, once you guys get to the 15th shot, it is now fully destroyed. It is now smoking, burning. It's basically gone. So like, there's nothing you can do with it. Now, you get the Garment Factory, and you upgrade this bad boy. Well, the Terabyte becomes a absolute unit. As you guys can see, these are some of the special upgrades that you guys can do. You guys got the missile lock on the mission control terminal, which makes it so you can go ahead and source out cargo for all of your businesses, which is absolutely perfect. As well as the basic upgrades. The armor upgrade is the most important one. You guys want to make sure to get that upgrade to the 100% version, because that's going to increase the amount of missiles that this bad boy can take. Now, once you guys upgrade all the basic stuff, the basic cosmetic stuff that you usually put for your vehicles, the 4 options right here are very important, and you guys do not want to buy all of them, in my personal opinion, because, for example, you don't need the silent running. I believe if you have that on, that just makes it so it goes off the radar, and I'm going to show you why you don't really need that. And then number 1 is the collectible scanner, which just shows a whole bunch of collectibles that you can find around the map. If you do care enough to get all of those collectibles, sure, you can buy that, or you can spend $0, go on YouTube for free, and somebody will just tell you the locations of all the collectibles. But the 2 best things you guys want to buy is the missile lock on jammer, as well as the mission control terminal. Those are the only things you guys should be buying. So altogether, that'll be about $1 million, but it will be worth it. Now, since you guys purchased the mission control terminal, when you guys go back to the screen right here, it'll give you another option at the top left. It says click square to go on the mission control terminal. And right here, this is where all of your different businesses are going to be available. This is where you guys can go ahead and do sourcing missions for each of your businesses, like the nightclub, your gun running bunker, or even one of your biker businesses that you guys may have. This is where you guys can go ahead, set it up, go ahead and buy the upgrades that you need for each of those businesses and get everything up and running. Now, as I said before, if you guys bought the little silent step upgrade, it's going to be a complete waste of money, because guess what? Instead of the 15 RPG shots that your Terabyte could have took before, now it can take 35 RPG shots. So, you know, if you're just, you know, if there's just somebody out there in a public lobby that's just gunning for you for some reason, like they're just a sweat, like, you know, they smell bad. You just know they smell bad. They have like a mosquito, like the oppressor, that's what I call the oppressor, a mosquito. They got a mosquito flying around your entire area trying to blow you up for some reason, just like how I blew myself up with that truck because he wants to be a goddamn anyways, like I was saying, if they just want to be a weirdo, you know, they have to shoot you with a missile 35 times, and the oppressor can only hold 20 missiles at a time before it has to get redeployed, basically, until you have to go ahead and call it back in for it to get this 20 missiles back. So unless somebody is really gunning for you with like a regular jet or something, they're not going to kill you. It's just impossible. There's no reason to get that silent step, waste another $600,000 to go off the radar when you're basically indestructible. Oh yeah, and another cool feature about the Terabyte is that for some reason, you have the cops, you just want to lose the cops. All you have to do is just go inside of the nerve center for your Terabyte, and just like that, you lost the cops. Amazing. In the number 5 space, we have the Kasatka Sparrow. Not just any sparrow, the Kasatka Sparrow. Now this sparrow right here has some modifications to it, as you guys already know. It has the mounted infinite missiles for about $250,000. And if you guys want to go ahead and respray it, you guys can respray it, make it look a little, a little drippy. I like it all white. And you guys can get the countermeasures. You guys can get the flares, which I believe are about like $1 million or something like that. And then the chafes are like 700,000, something like, you know what I'm saying? But overall, this helicopter is the best helicopter if you guys want to get setups done, especially for Cayo Perico. If you guys are doing Cayo Perico, this is the perfect helicopter and the fastest helicopter in the game to go ahead and do all these setups for Cayo Perico. Now, even though it has infinite missiles, even though it has countermeasures, even though it's a really fast helicopter, the fastest helicopter in the game, its only flaw is that it has the HP of a toddler. If 1 HP was a person, or in this case, if 1 HP was a vehicle, this would be the vehicle. This vehicle will immediately start taking damage from the slightest things possible. If you land too hard, it'll start smoking. If you even touch a tree branch, it'll start smoking. If you snipe it, like what I'm doing right now, if you snipe it at least like 3 to 5 times, look, that's like what, the 5th shot right there. The 5th shot into it. You start it up, look at that smoke. Look at that smoke. If somebody saw you with this helicopter, and for some reason they didn't want to shoot a missile at you immediately, but they wanted to snipe you, all they have to do is snipe you about 5 times, and your thing is already smoking. Shoot you another 3 times, and your thing probably going to blow up, or it's going to just, the engine's going to cut off. Like, although this helicopter is a good helicopter, if you want to use this helicopter, use it very carefully. Like you're having a child. You have to cradle it. You have to protect it at all costs. Otherwise, it's done. Alright, you guys. Number 4, we have the Toreador. The top tier vehicle, one of the top tier vehicles in the game that got nerfed. But not really crazy nerfed. I'm going to explain the nerf. But basically, this vehicle right here can do everything. It can do everything. It can drive. It can go underwater. It can boost itself. It got rockets. It got a machine gun. Like, it has everything. It could take, I think, a couple of missiles too. I'm not sure how many, but it could take a couple of missiles too. It has everything. It's the jack of all trades in GTA Online. Now, the only nerf that's in this vehicle is that due to the fact that this vehicle was so OP and it's literally the jack of all trades, you cannot use this vehicle anymore when it comes to doing like heist setups and I think normal missions. You just can't use this vehicle anymore. I know 100% when it comes to heist, you cannot use this vehicle. Because back then, I remember I used to do the OG heist, run it back for Criminal Mastermind, use this vehicle in particular just to get it over with. Now, you cannot find the Toreador at all. You can use the Vigilante, but you can't use the Toreador, which is very messed up in my opinion. And that's really the only nerf that this vehicle has. But in general, there's really not much I can say for this car. It can do everything. Like I said, it can drive, it can go underwater, it can shoot missiles, it can survive a couple of missiles in general, and it has a machine gun. The jack of all trades. Moving on to the next one. Number 3, we have the Mosquito. You guys knew this one was going to be coming up. You guys might have thought that this one's going to be number 1. It's not. Remember, this is about survivability, and it's about how much money this thing can make you. Okay? There's really not much I can say about the Mosquito. You guys know what the Mosquito does. Whether you guys have the Mosquito or not, you guys know how toxic it is. Sure, it can help you when it comes to setups, when it comes to, doing missions in general. Cool. But it can also ruin your life. It can also make you want to delete the game. It can make you want to text the person that's griefing you with it and be like, why are you doing this to me? Can you leave me alone? Just for them to be like, lols, bot, or get better, or just like, you're trash. But then it's like, bro, you're using a Mosquito to kill me. It makes no sense. But yeah, like there's not really much I can say. You know, it has countermeasures, it has rockets, it has boosters. It did get nerfed back then, but it's still a top tier vehicle to be using. So yeah, it's the Mosquito. Just buy it at this point. Now moving on to the number 2 spot, we have the Acid Lab Brigade 6x6. Now you guys do not want to buy the regular Brigade, you guys want to be using this Brigade. You get this Brigade by doing all of Dexter's regular missions for the hooligan, whatever it's called. You basically go to Dexter. He's up by Sandy Shores, where Trevor's old like little deli store used to be. You go do like all 5 of his missions. Once you do that, you'll get the Acid Lab Brigade. Once you guys do that, then this is going to be the moneymaker for you. Now, once you guys do go ahead and complete all of Dexter's missions, and then you guys go ahead and buy the Acid Lab upgrade for the Brigade, then you guys can just go inside of the Brigade. This is where you guys can go ahead and get the supplies and the product for your little acid business that you guys will be having. Over here, as you guys can see, I have my entire thing maxed out already. You guys can get a good profit of about $350,000, and you guys can go ahead and talk to Mud. He'll get you some more supplies whenever you need it, as well as go to this little table right here. This will boost the acid production and speed it up even more. Now, the good thing about the Acid Lab is that this is the fastest business in the entire game. So by playing this for about maybe like 4 hours, if you just play GTA for like 4 hours and you keep restocking, you guys will have this maxed out in about 4 hours. So about every 4 hours, you'll be making $350,000 on top of everything else that you guys could be doing in the game. So this is just one of the many ways to be making multiple millions of dollars every single day. And other than that, the Brigade 6x6 for the Acid Lab is just a really sturdy vehicle. You guys can put EMPs on it like that, like what I just did to that vehicle. You guys can go ahead, put an EMP down, slow people's vehicles down if they're chasing after you. And the good thing about this is that this one can take, I think, about 45 missiles before it gets destroyed. So this is just perfect. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the number 1 spot, we have the Kasaka in general. This right here is the number 1 best vehicle that you guys should be purchasing in this game if you guys want to be making money. Now, this will help you get the Sparrow that I showed you guys before, but this right here, you guys want to go ahead and buy this, because this is what you guys need to go ahead and do the Cayo Perico heist. And the Cayo Perico heist is the best money making method in GTA to this date. Now, some other features that this Kasaka does have that you guys could also use is the fast travel option like this. As you guys can see, you guys can fast travel to any location on the map. I'm going to fast travel to Vespucci Beach, just like this. Boom, little cutscene plays. And just like that, you guys are now teleported at the Vespucci Beach. This is just one of the cool features that it does have if you guys ever do need to fast travel to certain locations. This could help when you guys are doing the setups for the Cayo Perico as well. And another thing you guys could buy, you guys do not need to buy this, but you guys could buy the sonar station. The sonar station will make it so you guys can go ahead and spawn in a quick missile. And you guys can use this missile and put it anywhere in the entire map. To an extent, it has certain range that you can't go out of. So for example, if you did put your Kasaka at the Vespucci Beach, you could basically cover all of Los Santos, but once you guys go up to the countryside, upstate area, that's when it will no longer work and it'll be out of range. So it has a pretty good range, but it doesn't have infinite range. So yeah, it's not really a good upgrade, but it is okay if you want to just go ahead and grief people, if you just want to just have it for fun. But the main thing you guys want is the Cayo Perico that comes with the Kasaka. Once you guys get the Kasaka and then start doing Cayo Perico, just know you're gonna be making money. That's all I gotta say. You're gonna be making money back to back to back. It takes about like a good hour just to do all setups and then do the heist finale, and then you guys have to wait like I think like another 45 minutes, and then you guys can just do it all over again. So basically, this is a good way to make money once or twice a day on top of doing other activities that could be making you more money in the game. So right here is exactly why that the number 1 pick is gonna be the Kasaka. But anyways, you guys, that does it for today's video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you guys do want to get another top 10 video, whether it be top 10 vehicles, top 10 businesses, top 10 investments in the overall game, let me know. Leave a like and leave a comment down below. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.